Alright, back again with another trade. Today was a beautiful, beautiful trade. A setup. Recorded the whole trade. Might end up putting it on YouTube maybe. Thinking about it. Unfortunately, I don't know yet though. But right now it was a beautiful trade. Alright, so going into the day, gold. Again, I'm just looking very bearish because we're reacting off of this 4 hour in the daily. So I'm looking very bearish already, looking into that. And noticed that we did take these highs out. Oh, like they were like lower highs, but they were like 5 minute, 15 minute highs. They were high that were taken out. I was waiting for like a nice BSL to be taken by side liquidity, and look at this shit. I mean, unfortunately, I did 3 contracts this trade. So I went ahead and took TP on 2 contracts here on this point, and unfortunately I didn't let it play out from there. I put my other stop loss, my other take profit down around this area inside of this 5 minute. There was a 3 minute there, I believe. Yeah, there was a 3 minute for value gap right there. I went ahead and put it right above it and ended up taking it out. And so yeah, but it did play out exactly how I wanted it to. So it's absolutely beautiful trade. If I would have held it, because I had previously entered like over here. I entered the first trade over here down to here, and I didn't see that there was a 5 minute forming right there, and I ended up getting myself out just because I was like, hold on, let me retry. My conviction's right. I'm looking bearish. It was also a sell, so I'm looking for another sell, better entry. So I was waiting for this here. So I noticed going in here, if we look right here, the hourly, we were in premium in that range right there. So I was looking for some high to get taken there. So we ended up pushing up higher inside of the 5 minute, and we were also in a 1 hour and 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour. And so while I see that conviction, I'm looking for a nice sell here. So I'm waiting for my buy side liquidity to be taken here. So what do we do here? We pass up, and we respect this gap, respect the 1 hour, and we're going ahead and we're taking that high. We started pushing lower. So I'm trailing lower into my 5 minute. This is where I started executing most of my trades and saw all of them. And boom. So what do I see here? I wanted to see I didn't want to see a little more move up. I went ahead and waited. Boom. We hit the internal high here. We took internal high. We started sweeping down. And once I saw this 5 minute be formed here, and we also had a 3 minute here for value gap on the 3 minute time frame there. So in my head, I'm gonna be like, okay, so I want to see this 5 minute get respected here. So we see a 5 minute get respected. We already invalidated this 3 minute, invalidated the 3 minute value gap. We have a 5 minute bearish, so I'm looking for this to respect it and just provide more conviction that we're gonna go down. So we respect it, and I believe I entered off of a 1 minute inversion here because that was the highest time frame fair value gap that we had created, and we created no fair value gaps. As you see in this range right here, we created no fair value gaps in any of these higher time frames. So that only time frame we had was the 1 minute. So a bullish fair value gap presented itself, and I wanted to look for its sell here. So I wanted to see it inverse, and off of that inverse right here, bam, off of that candle close, I entered 3 contracts, and I was going to trail all the way down to originally just here, but I had such high conviction that we were going to go low. So in the 30 minute, look, we wanted to go, we were up here, and I wanted to take these lows. There was just no way in my hell like we were not going to take these. So I knew we were going to take it just because my market structure is absolutely goated, and I just know what I'm doing. So I waited for this to be taken, and so as soon as I see this, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to set my contract 2 contracts to take out. So I took out 2 contracts, which gave me about $1,600 off of the 2 contracts taken here. We had a huge 4 hour change in state, and I just had a lot of conviction that we were going to go lower. So in my head, okay, I'm going to let it ride. And so I went ahead and let it. I took out those profits, and I was going to ride all the way to here. And I got out with that take profit, trailing my stop loss. I was trailing it because I was trying to be more risk managed and like following my strat. So I followed my strat. I'm not mad at all that we didn't take the full TP. And then at the end of the day, I was right. In my head, everything I wanted happened right in front of me. It happened absolutely perfectly. So in my head, I mean, I'm still green. I'm still up on the day. This trade was about $2,200, but my first trade I lost $800, so that's why it's about $1,600. But this was a $2,000 trade here. So we ended up going lower, took out profit, and I'm just letting it ride. And letting it ride all the way to the stop loss because I'm thinking we're going to end up retracing off of that 15-minute gap. But no, we absolutely blew it, and now we're going to chase this stop loss that I already had set out. Again, I already knew this was going to happen. All of these moves, I knew this was going to happen. But yeah, that was the trade. It was absolutely beautiful. Risk management was great. Break even was put on this change in state. Break even was put. We ended up taking that TP, and we ended up trailing all the way to the lows that I wanted to do. So that was the trade of the day. Really easy, really simple. Again, same strat. It's absolutely beautiful. I failed the first trade, but I knew my conviction and my bias was right. I just had not held it, and if I had, because I entered right here, literally right here. So if I had held that and just let it retrace into the 5 minute, held that, I would have taken it all the way, and that would have been a crazy 100-point trade. But unfortunately, I was like, I want a better entry, so I got out strategically, not emotionally. That's the big difference. A lot of y'all get out whenever y'all just get scared, but I wasn't scared. I just happened to just want to look for a better entry, and so we did. When we looked in that better entry, and right here, we tapped in. We started playing a little bit in the 5 minute, and I just let it just started riding. So my discipline here was really good because I was kind of scared and wanted to get out here, but I was like, you know what? Trust your strat. Let it do its thing. Hit stop loss. Okay, whatever. Hits take profit. Great. It's a win-win situation, honestly. So I just went ahead and let it do its thing, and we let it ride all the way to the bottom, and we took them. So really good trade. Yeah, and that was it for the day. Keep working. Yeah, if anyone's even watching this shit, like anyone that's not watching this, bro, like I'm about to become one of the best fucking traders you've ever seen. So it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, banger trade today. Let's go.